When one company dominates the market, others start to follow every move it makes. But sometimes that strategy turns from inspiration into imitation. And right now, Samsung, once the most fearless name in smartphone innovation, is dangerously close to crossing that line. For years, Samsung stood for bold ideas, the company that dared to do what others wouldn't. From curved displays to foldable phones, Samsung defined what next generation meant. But recently, something feels off. In its race to keep up with Apple, Samsung seems to have lost the one thing that made it unique: its courage to take big risks, and that's why the upcoming Galaxy S26 series might be the most important launch in Samsung's entire history. Because this lineup could either mark the company's return to true innovation or its most confusing mistake ever: the fall of fearless innovation. Once upon a time, Samsung didn't just compete, it led. The Galaxy Note reinvented productivity. The Galaxy Fold redefined what a smartphone could be. Every release had something that made you stop and say, "Wow, that's new." But lately, that magic has faded. Instead of setting trends, Samsung now seems to be reacting, mirroring Apple's every move, from its lineup naming to its software philosophy. The company that once shocked the world with innovation is now blending into the crowd. And here's where things get messy. The Galaxy S26 lineup isn't just another upgrade. It's a potential identity crisis, like 4 models and too many. Samsung isn't stopping at the usual 3 variants. The S26 lineup will reportedly include the Standard, Plus Ultra, and a brand new Edge model, rumored to be inspired by Apple's upcoming iPhone Air. It's as if Samsung's solution to declining interest is simply, add more models. But here's the problem, and when you try to please everyone, you please no one. Consumers have already made their choices clear. They either go all in for the Ultra, the true flagship, or save money with the base model. The middle ground, the Plus variant, it's been struggling for years. Despite weak sales, Samsung is still developing the S26 Plus months before launch. And on top of that, it's reviving the Edge, a name that once symbolized cutting-edge design, but now just feels like a nostalgic marketing play. So what do we get? 2 mid-tier models, both fighting for the same shrinking market space. That's not innovation, that's confusion. The sales reality check lets look at the data. The S24 Plus didn't perform well. The S23 Plus didn't either. The pattern is clear. People want either the best or the most affordable. And yet Samsung seems determined to repeat the same cycle. It's like the company has forgotten the golden rule of tech. More models don't mean more success. Better vision does. This quantity over quality mindset might be Samsung's biggest misstep yet. The missed opportunity, Galaxy TriFold, but here's the twist. Amid all this chaos, there's a chance for redemption. A product that could remind the world why Samsung still leads the frontier of innovation, the Galaxy TriFold. Imagine this, a smartphone that doesn't just fold once, but twice. A device that transforms from a sleek phone into a tablet, and even into a mini laptop setup. That's not imitation, that's revolution. The TriFold could be the statement piece Samsung desperately needs right now. If Samsung launches the Galaxy TriFold alongside the S26 Ultra in February 2025, it would instantly dominate headlines. The world's first TriFold smartphone, a technological leap no one else has dared to take. Because honestly, no one's asking for another Plus or Edge model. What people want is excitement, wonder. That sense of, wow, Samsung did it again. Copying smarter, not faster. Let's address the elephant in the room. Apple. Every major company borrows ideas. Apple did it. Samsung did it. Even Google did it. That's how the tech ecosystem grows. But there's a crucial difference. Apple waits. Samsung rushes. Apple studies what works, perfects it, and then executes flawlessly, making people think it invented the idea. Samsung, on the other hand, often tries to be first, but not necessarily best, and that's where it needs to change. Samsung doesn't need to stop taking inspiration. It just needs to copy smarter. If Apple is truly preparing a foldable iPhone for 2026, Samsung shouldn't panic. Instead, it should out-Apple Apple by creating something Apple hasn't even dreamed of yet. The TriFold is that opportunity. It could redefine what a smartphone means. Again, why the TriFold could redefine the market picture this moment. Samsung steps on stage at Galaxy Unpacked 2025. The lights dim. The crowd holds its breath. And suddenly, a device unfolds twice, revealing an all-new form factor. Boom. Headlines explode. Samsung reinvents the smartphone, again. Even if it doesn't sell tens of millions of units right away, that's not the point. The TriFold would prove that Samsung is still the company that dares. It would send a powerful message that true innovation isn't about imitation. It's about imagination. Back to the roots, there was a time when Samsung's slogan, "Do what you can't," actually defined its spirit. It represented boldness, creativity, and the courage to fail. Today, that spark feels dimmed by safe design choices and predictable updates. But it's not too late. Samsung can still bring that fearless energy back by focusing on fewer models, stronger identity, and smarter innovation. The company doesn't need the S26 Edge or S26 Plus. It needs one unforgettable product, a TriFold that becomes the symbol of a new era. Because in the end, innovation isn't about playing it safe. It's about risking everything to change everything. The final question, so here's the million-dollar question. Will Samsung play it safe, chasing Apple's shadow with more of the same? Or will it take the leap that could redefine the smartphone industry once again? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Should Samsung launch the Galaxy TriFold with the S26 lineup, or wait until it's absolutely perfect? And remember, if you love deep dives into innovation, bold tech insights, and future-defining gadgets, subscribe to Trove because we don't just cover tech. We uncover the truth behind it. For years, Samsung has been known as the company that dares to do what others can't. From the first Galaxy Note to the revolutionary Fold, it was always the one pushing boundaries.
But lately, something has changed. With every new launch,
Samsung feels a little more predictable, a little more like Apple, and a little less like itself. The Galaxy S26 lineup might be the turning point. 4 models are coming, Standard, Plus, Ultra, and Edge, but the real excitement isn't in those. It's in something different, something bold. Meet the rumored Galaxy TriFold, a phone that folds twice. Imagine a device that's a phone, a tablet, and a mini laptop, all in one. That's not just an upgrade. That's evolution. If Samsung launches the TriFold alongside the S26 Ultra, it won't just be another smartphone event. It'll be a statement. Samsung is back. Because the world doesn't need another Plus or Edge. It needs innovation. It needs that spark again. And maybe, just maybe, the Galaxy TriFold is exactly what brings it back. Today, that spark feels dimmed by safe design choices and predictable updates, but it's not too late. Samsung can still bring that fearless energy back by focusing on fewer models, stronger identity, and smarter innovation. The company doesn't need the S26 Edge or S26 Plus.